Well, hey, what about that one? Rat Scabies from the Damned in the First Sight studio with me. You've just seen the Eurythmics, and a great track as far as I'm concerned. Would I Lie to You, Rat?
Yeah, that was another one I didn't like when I first heard it, but I like it now. It sounded like a cop-out at first, as if they were just sort of nicking all the sort of other people's ideas. But Annie Lennox is probably the only person who can sing with that sort of soul. One of the few white singers who can sing. Like
Lovely
that.
voice, hasn't she?
Yeah, it's really good. And that guitar, like the Kinks guitar, really good. You Yeah, some of the
James Brown tracks.
And all that stuff.
And the brass in the background.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought it was fantastic because I thought it was a video that was simple in its concept but very well carried out.
Yeah, it was. That was nice and basic. The hardest idea is to be original. The simpler you are, the better the idea usually. Mm. But it's so difficult to be that simple and effective.
Right.
They usually seem to manage it.
So the big thumbs up.
Thumbs up for that one, definitely.
For the Eurythmics. Yep. Skipworth and Turner, new names to me, but these bands keep sneaking through the club circuit and taking us by surprise on Music Box. A brand new single called Thinking About Your Love, and it's the first release from this American duo called Rodney Skipworth and Phil Turner. Let's take a look at that right now. All right, some low-down funk there from Skipworth and Turner, Thinking About Your Love. We were grooving away to that one, Rat, weren't we?
Yeah, I usually hate funk music as a rule and all that disco thing, but that was good. The geezer's voice is the one that does it. There's a lot of really good singers turning up, and he's one of them. He's
a leading light on the New York soul scene, apparently. That's Rodney Skipworth. So I think he's got a voice to certainly shout about, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Like Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, I think he's sort of taking the best from people. There's a bit of sort of Curtis Mayfield, a bit of Smokey Robinson at the end and stuff. And you know what I mean? There's sort of, he's taking all the good bits and he's using them, he's turned it into his.
And unlike Chaka Khan, who we saw a lot earlier, I think it was a very effective video because it didn't detract from the music at all, did it?
All it was the group.
That's right.
And, and it was exciting.
That's right. Shot very well.
Jumping about and dancing excites you then.
Come on, you're not that old, Brad.
No, I never danced. I hate dancing and all that carry on. I couldn't do it, so I used to stand embarrassed up the bar and say it was puffy like everyone else did, pretend.
That's honest of you anyway.
Well.
Before you carry on, I must just explain one thing to the viewers. We've got this brand new thing called Video Tip. We take a look at the First Sight videos every week, and the Music Box panel sits down and elects the video that they think is going to do very well. And Skipworth and Turner, the video you've just seen, has won the very first Video Tip here on Music Box. So you're going to be seeing a lot of that one on your favourite music channel right across Europe. All right, Rat, I've got to quiz you quite strongly now because it's your video coming up next. The Damned.
Yeah, I know.
Grimly Fiendish.
Someone else should be allowed. Slag it off. I've been putting everyone else's down all day.
But what about the ideas that went into it? Was it a lot of heart-searching and...
No, not really. We just sort of... It's the first real video we made, I think. It was since... Well, I say that. I mean, we made one when we started, back in the old days in 1976, when groups had to appear on television, otherwise they wouldn't have thought of showing a video of a group. It was abhorrent, they just wouldn't do it. So we did it, and then because we hadn't done anything over the sort of the video boom years, it was quite odd suddenly coming into this whole world, which is there. So we didn't really know what to do, so we just got the best we could for the money, and sort of went through the ideas and said, well, we want something with some character. If all else fails, we think the song's good enough, and just as long as the visual thing is sort of says a bit about the group and
a very English feel to it, a historical sort of feel to it, almost like Charles Dickens or something.
All British lads, yeah, all very English. We thought that was very much the Damned though, because we have been around for a while, so we're sort of a bit like the furniture, I suppose.
All right, let's take a look at that one now. The Damned, Grimly Fiendish. Rat Scabies looking very intently at his own video there. Rat, it's always sort of weird looking at your own stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you quite pleased with it, having seen it again?
Yeah, I think there's a few bits and pieces, well, a lot of bits and pieces that I think could have been better, but for the first time, I don't think it was too bad, really. I think, just look forward to doing the next one, sort of.
Yes, it seems to be
sussing
happening
out.
for you now because you've got a new record, Chair.
Yeah, very much.
Okay,
very
we'll
much.
talk a bit more about what the Damned are going to be up to over the next couple of months in just a few moments, but it's medley time here on the First Sight show. All the other new releases that reached us at the First Sight office this week, we're going to show you now, jam them all together and show you just a bit of each. So look out for people like Graham Parker and Dire Straits amongst this lot. All right then, if I just switch this off, there you go. That's the Music Box medley there. Sort of a varied bunch, I think you'll agree, right? Something for everybody there. Be interested to hear what you think. Don't forget to drop me a line if you've got any comments to make on these videos to the usual address. Very quickly, the First Sight Show, Music Box, PO Box 254, London WC2H 9ED. Rat Scabies from the Damned with me for just a couple more minutes here in the First Sight studio. Rat, I want to ask you what the Damned are up to over the next couple of months, because there's some dates coming up, aren't there?
Yeah, we're going off around England for 42 dates, finishing the album, new single, and then going to Europe,
Really?
then America, and all that sort of old nonsense.
When are you playing Britain and when are you playing Europe?
We start in Britain in May the 25th, and it just sort of goes on from there.
From there, really?
We don't really stop.
Okay, so you go straight over to Europe after that.
Yeah.
So watch out for the Damned in a town somewhere near you very soon. Rat Scabies, drummer with the Damned, thanks very much for popping in today.
Thanks for having me.
And for giving us your expert opinions as well.
Letting me ram my overbloated opinions down the public's throat.
This is what we want on Music Box, believe you me. Thanks very much for popping in. I'll be back again at the same time next week on the First Sight show. My thanks to Rat Scabies and the crew down here at our central London studios. See you soon. Ta-da.